Hey, you lovely souls. So, I'm going to give you information about the war that religion is waging on spirituality. So, if you are spiritual and highly conscious, just know religious individuals have waged a war on you. Now, this ain't the first time they've been doing this, but this going to be the last war they wage on the spiritual community. Now, what's happening is if you're spiritual and easily manifesting, and anything that these people set up to work against you who are in religion, okay, and they doing the devil's work, they're gonna try to project the devil and demon shit onto you because they don't understand how you are able to uncover all the stuff that they are hiding. So to protect their reputation, they gonna try to, because they can't say, you're mentally unstable. They gonna say you went to some practices like devil worship, shit like that. But here's how you know somebody's into some devil worship. They are going above and beyond to hide the injustices that they have caused. All right? So we're gonna get some information on this spiritual war because I want you guys to be aware that they're gonna be trying to hit places that you will not hit. Well, they're gonna basically that you may not be aware of. And this is their pattern. They do the same damn thing. Not only am I going to give you on how to fuck these people up in these organizations, but I'm going to tell you why they're doing it. So when spirituality was, discovered by people who have been oppressed, they didn't like how these people were able to communicate with nature. They didn't like how they were able to, have their basic needs met, and these people were struggling. And because the people that were able to effortlessly manifest had natural kind hearts, they naturally shared what they had with these people, hoping these people would feel better and heal. However, these people got into their mind because they were not willing to heal and they liked the benefits that came with spirituality. Let us create a structure of the same. This is where religion comes in. See, spirituality is hermit mode. This is when you go within. But because these people wanted the information, they basically created unideal situations where these people would be forced to tell their spiritual knowledge. And when they received the spiritual knowledge, the oppressors created the Bible. Okay, let's get into it, all right? The Bible was set up so strategically that if you want to understand how to defeat the enemy, understand the Bible, baby. And because they have so many guidelines of what they can and can't do, and they don't even listen to it, they have basically wrote their own downfall. Are you starting to pick up what I'm putting down? So they took sacred texts of Egyptians, anything that was naturally spiritual. They took those texts, those practices, put them in the Bible. And this is where we have preachers regurgitate information. There's no reason you should be seeing a preacher every week. There's no reason the pastor should know how your family's doing. Spirituality is going within. So religion was created to separate you from yourself so these people could basically manifest off of your abilities. Because here's the thing, religion is not able to manifest effortlessly. They either have to start wars, they have to enslave people, they have to do sex trafficking, they got to do some of the most craziest shit you can ever imagine just to be able to get their basic needs met. Now, when religion was able to get comfortable, have a comfy house, have, the Rolls Royce out there, get into government and politics, they were like, we need to maintain this lifestyle by any means necessary. So if you look into human history, you guys, there was periods where people were being tortured and it was accepted, and somebody brave enough had to say, this shit ain't right. Why are we suffering and you living in a palace? Come on, baby. You had activists being killed because they brought attention to other people. We're suffering. And people who got used to suffering said, but we're used to it. And they told on the spiritual leaders and got spiritual leaders killed. Now these people regretting it. Now these people are, some people have been blessed with such freedom that when they still listen to oppressive people and they see that you have more freedom, they're like, I'm uncomfortable around this spiritual person. I think they did some voodoo on me. So you're saying you think I did voodoo on you because I'm open about my spiritual practices, but yet you're hiding sensitive information about child cases. And yet you calling me a devil worshiper, and I'm exposing the fact that you are participating, being an apith by knowing about child cases that resulted in children getting sent into child sex trafficking. So please tell me, please, Marie LaVue, you telling me because I may be into the craft, I'm the devil, but I'm exposing child sex trafficking, and you over here covering it up? Let's get into this information. Come on, baby. If you gonna watch, I want you to get information. Because if you're going to try to call somebody a devil worshiper, they need to be harming people, okay? And if you're personally getting harmed because you're getting your karma back for hiding sensitive information, at the end of the day, you can say you Christian, you can say you Muslim. I respect all religions. Enough to say, I understand where you're at, stay over there, don't cause no trouble for me. But if you over here going out your way to cause trouble because you don't like the sensitive information I'm putting out, and because you can't say that I have psychosis anymore, but you want to say I'm a devil worshiper and I'm doing magic on you, baby, let's read these receipts. We about to get into these cards, you understand? Because I'm about to break down what religion is and what spirituality is. And I'm about to break down how you're about to attack people who are discovering spirituality again. And I'm going to give them the 411 on how to protect themselves. And know there's no fear in my heart, baby. Because I don't die. I live a long life for a very happy experiences back to back. And if you say it's because I'm doing good juju, well, it's because I got good energy. And I do good juju, and I don't feel bad. And ACS, CPS, family court, the government, anyone watching, if you want to say, well, that makes you a bad parent. Well, let's talk about all this child sex trafficking that y'all trying to hide. Come on now. You got to sex traffic children just to be able to live in that nice fancy mansion, Mr. Governor. Come on, baby. You got to make sure everybody in ACS is getting their shit together so no more cases get exposed. So let me tell you, the devil is the one acting like I'm God. This is what God does and says. This is someone trying to have you feel bad about your free will, and you end up doing fuck shit with your free will. And here's where God is. God is love. God says, I understand you got free will, but be conscious that the decisions that you make will come up and show up in your life. So if anyone out there is getting bad karma and saying I'm doing juju on you, baby, I don't give a flying fuck at this point. I don't care what you try to say about me. You said I had psychosis. You took my kids from me. You try to keep elongating this case so that others won't know what you did. You keep trying to change the paperwork where you said I did shit that I didn't do. Now you're trying to act like you support me. I am here. I am an advocate for every proud mother who is spiritual and has been part of the ACS experiments to see how far they can simply push us. And I stand for spiritual rights being protected at all costs. That means me speaking my truth. Exposing y'all. So stay tuned for another video. I got you, and it's gonna be juicy.